Good morning, good evening, and everything in between. It's your favorite Disney dads here to keep you entertained from rope drop till final firework pop. It's always a good time in this kingdom, so adjust those ears and gather your snacks. And settle in, fellow Mouseketeers, because it's about to get magical. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another beautiful episode of Dadventures Around the Kingdom. Cam, how you feeling?
Buddy, so I think this episode is coming out, May 1st? If I'm doing that right?
I think so.
At the time of this recording, or no, at the time of this recording, when the time this is getting to our listeners' ears, Stevie, you're 1 week away from your long awaited visit to Walt Disney World. I'm a week and a day away. God, that feels good to say, buddy. We're so freaking close to being in the most magical place on earth, and I'm so excited. So excited. I've
already gotten to that point, like before a Disney trip, where I'm really not paying attention at work at all. I'm just thinking of things that I want to do at Disney. It's vacation brain. The vacation brain is rolling in like the plague, and I'm just kind of like, I don't really care what you guys need for this Friday, or what you need by the afternoon, or what assignments I have. I'm going to Disney.
So for me, I'm still all in on work because we got like one more week to get through at work for a busy season. But for the most part, like at night, it's just been straight up research mode, baby. Like I've been listening to podcasts, watching videos, and you're saying, Cam, you've been to Disney a bunch of times. Why do you have to do research? Well, because the festival booths for Flower and Garden Festival, some new booths, some new food items. So I'm checking out every blog, every vlog I can see of different food items. What are people saying is good? What's bad? Because Food and Wine, or sorry, not Food and Wine, but any festival, really, Food and Wine included, but Flower and Garden Festival, you look at the prices, they're like, oh, that's not bad. But once you're starting to go eating at these different festival booths, they add up pretty quickly. You can drop $60 in like 3 booths.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you want to real quick. So I'm just doing research of, again, not the Disney World stuff. I know that stuff's like back of my head, but what it is everybody's saying is the new hot item that at the food booth in Flower and Garden that I have to try. What are some of the returners that I love? I think my peanut butter and jelly swirl ice cream is back, and that's the greatest thing on God's green earth, which is awesome. So it's just been research mode of like mostly Flower and Garden food stuff, even though some of it's returning. This is a festival I'd probably have gone to the most of my life is Flower and Garden, because since I've gone to college back like over 10 years ago, we've gone almost every May basically, in which it's Flower and Garden Festival. So I know a good amount of these booths, but just it's fun to do the research. It's fun to look into what are people saying is the good stuff. So that's what we've been doing this whole time basically. So very excited for Disney though.
Yeah, I am most excited to, since my brother is coming with me, I plan on doing the eating and drinking around the world with my brother. And don't worry, I do plan on video recording it in some way, shape, or form.
Can I join you for a couple of those? I'm not going around with you. I'll snap.
Mainly because we are, the last time that I did the eating and drinking around the world, kind of cheated, if I'm going to be completely honest. The way that I see it, I feel like I cheated, which is Katie and I shared everything. So we went 50-50.
Oh, I think that's fair.
Like, so it wasn't really eating around the world. It felt more like, snacking around the world, I guess. That's but fair. I want to, I'm trying to, every pavilion, finish my own drink, finish my own, pavilion eatery, whatever it might be, whatever snack it might be.
I think snacking, to say you accomplished eating or drinking around the world, I think sharing a snack that checks it off. I do believe that. The drink, I do think you have to finish on your own for it to count. I know that's going to get you sloshed. I would personally never do that. I'm a 3-drink max kind of guy, especially in the Florida heat before I'm gonzo. But I do think it's cheating to share the drink. The food, I think, can be shareable. I think that still counts as eating around the world. Yeah, drink, you gotta finish the whole thing, and you're gonna get plastered for it. Respectfully, responsibly.
I have it's
not responsible drinking. It's fine though, as long as you're not throwing up and scaring kids, you're fine.
I'm not driving home.
You're not. That's what Skyliner's for.
I'm not. I've got the Skyliner. I am a very. I don't want to say I'm a reliable drunk, but I have a very high tolerance.
That's cool.
I'm a very responsible responsible drinker all the way back to college. If somebody told me, hey, you're gonna need like someone needs a ride or something like that, or like if I'm with Katie, once I hear that, if I know, all right, we're gonna be here till 11 p.m., my last sip of whatever I'm having is like 8:30 because I'm like, nope, I'm just eating. I'm gonna be as sober as possible. So that way, when it's time to drive, I'm a responsible person. So at Disney, the only thing is going to be me knowing I just got to get back to my room.
100%. Just got to get back to art.
So I know Katie will be listening. I got to get back to my room, and I have to still be able to carry Jazz. So I'm about to Iron Man through all of this.
I'm so excited that you guys are staying in a suite at our animation because I've never been inside one of the suites before, like ever. So I've only been inside one of the Little Mermaid rooms, and obviously you don't know which suite you're gonna get. I'm praying you get Cars, just so I can go inside and see what the car suite looks like. I'm dying to see that suite, dude.
Yeah, I mean that would be nice. I think when I originally looked, I was looking at the Lion King ones, but I would like to see the Cars section because I know, like last time, I never even looked. I think it wasn't until like the last day or so when we were leaving that I realized that there was a Cars side.
Yeah.
Because every time I would come in, I'd make a left and go to, we were staying in one of the Little Mermaid rooms.
Mermaid studios.
So I was like, all right, the big pool is in the Nemo section, which is right in the middle. Yeah. Then you make a left, you walk past the Lion King section, and then you walk into the Little Mermaid section. So I was like, I pay no attention to anything to the right of me because once I walked through those double doors going into where the big pool, the Nemo pool is, I was like, the laundry station is right there.
Yeah.
And the poolside bar is right there.
Yeah.
I don't need to pass those. And I just need to walk straight to get to the Skyliner. I have no reason to go right. But
that's one thing I would love to do is, because we're not on a Skyliner resort, but we basically are because we have Epcot right there. Would love to go visit you so the girls can both go swimming in the Finding Nemo pool. I know Kylie would have a freaking blast because she's never really seen Finding Nemo, but we have like some of those like 5-minute story time ones, and there's like Nemo and Dory books, and she has like a baby Dory plushie that she adores that freaking thing. So I think Kylie would get a kick out of going into the Finding Nemo pool, and so would I because I've eaten at the food court
nice pool
a bajillion times because the food court's awesome. It's one of the best food courts at one of the hotels. Honestly, it's really, really good. They have awesome decorative desserts, especially for like not a moderate, value resort. It's a great little food court.
Yeah.
And inside the Little Mermaid studios, just from like when my mother-in-law stayed there, I like went in there to take pictures for like my social media for my travel agency thing. But I've never been in any of the suites. I've walked around the almost like campus, but the hotel plenty of times because like you said, they have the cool statues, they have all the Lion King statues, they have the car section is awesome. They have every car from the movie out there. So I have a bunch of pictures of me with like Mater and Lightning McQueen, Doc Hutch, and all that stuff. So, but yeah, should we get into our Musketeer moment for the week?
Yes. So do you wanna go first, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first. Kylie and Lisa both sick this week, which sucks. But me and Kylie have got a lot of Disney stuff going on. We've been doing our little Disney countdown chain, which has been great. So at the time of this recording, we're on day 19. You guys are listening to this, we'll be at day 8, I guess, till our trip. So that's been really, really fun. It's finally small enough that it can fit on the piano. So she has it up there. So it's now out for the world to see, not just in her closet hiding. But no, it's been great doing that because she's been sick. We've had lots of cuddles. We've been playing. She has basically every Disney princess stuffy from the same like collection from Disney World. The only one she's missing is technically Raya as a Disney princess now, but she doesn't have Raya because she doesn't even know who Raya is. But she has Raya. She had a whole lineup of all the princesses with the fake plates and fake forks and stuff, and we were serving them as a restaurant. So that was really fun. So that was my little Musketeer moment, was just getting excited with Kylie. We were listening to all the Disney music. We've been listening to the Country Bear Jamboree soundtrack on the way out today just to get out of the house and get some fresh air. So we're pumped over here in the Ramos house for our next trip. The number 34 for me, number 4 for Kylie. So we're very excited.
For me, my Mouseketeer moment, 2 things actually. So one, and I guess it might be borderline on news. I don't know if you saw this, Cam, but I thought it was really cool. Disney is re-imaging a couple of movies to be able to portray songs in sign language.
Okay, interesting.
And I saw some of them. So some of the main ones that it looks like they're working on is Beyond by Moana.
Like we're talking songs or just
no, it's like
songs.
actual songs
From the movie.
So from the movie. So what'll happen is, and I saw like a video like preview of what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, so imagine like Moana is singing the Beyond song, but her mouth, she's not speaking, she's signing everything out.
Oh, sick. I thought you were going to tell me there's like a sign language interpreter like in the corner or something like that.
No.
That would be that. Oh, that's the kind of like representation. Like they're not going to do a whole movie with that. Like that. There's not like that'd be sick if they.
Yeah, it's mainly for the big songs.
Cool for like a song just to animate. If that's true, that is incredibly cool for little kids to be able to see like a character they know sign. Like it touches me up whenever I see these videos on like Reels or TikTok, whatever, of like sometimes the characters know how to sign like in the park. Yeah. To have a character full out sign a song on like animation that's freaking sick. If that's true, that's really cool.
As of right now, the songs that it looks like they're doing is We Don't Talk About Bruno from Encanto.
Banger.
Beyond from Moana 2 and The Next Right Thing from Frozen 2.
I love that song.
And weird so those three. Yeah, I mean, Beyond I can get, and obviously from Encanto, everybody like
that.
Talk about
that
Bruno.
One truly is the only one that makes sense. Like, I guess real quick, what are 3 songs you would put on? I think we don't talk about Bruno. Number 1, not number 1, but A1 with the bullet. But like,
yeah, it would definitely be one.
And maybe
like,
Lion King. I don't know how you'd have an animal sign. It would all have to be people, I guess, huh?
Yeah, true. It would have to be, or characters with fingers.
5 fingers. You need 5 fingers though, probably. I don't know if that works. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I think maybe just 4. But yeah, I thought that was like really cool. I'm actually going to text to you now, but I thought that was like amazing. So, and when I text you, they actually have a little like video of them doing We Don't Talk About Bruno in full sign language, like watching them do it. And so like they'll be doing sign language, but you'll still have them like, you'll still have the music of them singing the song. It's just they won't be speaking.
That's pretty cool.
And it'll be all sign language. I was like, that is next level representation.
Good for Disney. That's great.
So, but yeah, I thought that was amazing. And then the other thing for me, as far as like Disney goes, is like I said, I'm starting to put together all my Disney swag. Like when I'm going to Disney, I'm packing as if I'm going to be on the enchanted carpet. I'm pulling out the coolest shirts, the coolest graphic tees, Disney stuff that I can find, all the nice stuff. I think every time I've gone to Disney, I've had a cast member somewhere compliment some cool Mickey graphic thing that I was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
So the outfit's got to be on point. And as of right now, Katie and I, we're starting to coordinate outfits. We're not doing matching shirts, but we're coordinating outfits. It's red carpet season when we get to Disney.
Well, it's funny because like I have a lot of like Disney shirts that like I wear everyday life kind of thing. Like I don't give a crap. But I do have a whole bin of like extra Disney shirts that don't fit in my drawers that like they only see the light of day on a Disney trip. And it's the same thing, right? You're coordinating. It's like, all right, here's my Buzz Lightyear shirt for Magic Kingdom for when I get to Galactic Hero again on Buzz Lightyear Space Journey, just get spin. Here's my Lion King shirt for Animal Kingdom. Here's my Guardians of the Galaxy shirt one day for Epcot. And then here's my Figment shirt for another day at Epcot. And you're just coordinating outfits. Sometimes I have 2-3 outfits for a certain day, just especially like with me being the travel agent. I like having multiple pictures kind of thing, like of different things. So like I'll change shirts like 2 times a day, which I get is ridiculous, but just for like the Instagram feed for when I'm posting like different things about different deals or rides. I just like having a variety because I don't want to have the same, like looks like the same 5 pictures like that I use over and over again. So even though it might be the same day, same trip, I'll have some different outfits in there just to throw it up on the Instagram for the publicity stuff for my travel business. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And it's to the point that like we just came back from Washington, D.C. last weekend, and I was like, why even put these suitcases down? Like, I know we got basically a month, but like, even down, there's like certain things. We have like a strap that goes around the luggage, that goes around the car seat for the plane. I was like, just leave it in the bag. And we know, hey, yellow bag has that already. We don't have to even find it up in the attic. We know exactly where it is. Threw the magic bands in there already. I'm like, might as well. We're going to be opening this up in 2 weeks, basically. So just throw it in. But yeah. Did you get today's topic, Stevie?
Yes. So let's get to today's topic. So guys, we are finishing up our Imagineering lap. So last season we did Magic Kingdom. And I believe, we also did Epcot last season. And then this season already we tackled Hollywood Studios. So to finish out our rotation, we are going to Animal Kingdom to give you all our $1 million ideas for shows, eateries, and rides. Cam, what do you love most about Animal Kingdom? I gotta ask.
Say that again. What do I what?
What do you love most about Animal Kingdom?
So here's the thing. So I still think Animal Kingdom, like as this, whatever I'm gonna say, it's a half day park, especially right now with all the construction going on in Dinoland to get ready for the South America Pavilion land they're going to be doing. It's a half day park. It really is. But I will say, when I was a kid, I hated Animal Kingdom Park. I really didn't want to go. I liked the safari and like Expedition Everest, and that was really it. And even then, I'm like, can we just go to freaking Epcot or Magic Kingdom or anywhere else? I don't want to be there.
Yep.
I have more of an appreciation for it. And I think a big appreciation that came from like during COVID, like the Imagineering story came out on like Disney Plus, and I was watching that, and it's like, this might be one of the best theme parks in the entire world. Like the details that went into building Animal Kingdom, and the fact that it's like has living animals in it. It's freaking cool, man. Animal Kingdom is really cool.
Yeah.
I'll say it's one of the most beautiful theme parks. I do think it's the most beautiful Disney theme park. Like, I love Epcot. I love the other ones. But Animal Kingdom is the most beautiful theme park because the detail in it is just incredible. Has some things left to be desired. Like, Dinoland sucked. No offense. Like, I like the Ride Dinosaur, but the fact that you have like these beautiful areas themed as like Asia and Africa and now Pandora, and then you had like a sideshow carnival, like, good riddance. I'm so glad that's freaking gone. Like, I get there was a theme behind it, but not when you're comparing it. Like, when you're walking from the Asia Pavilion over to it, it's night and day difference of how stupid that looked in that theme park. So I'm glad that they're opening it up with the Tropics of Americas, the South America section. But long story short, I just love the theming of it so much. And like I said, I still think it's a half day park. There's not a lot to do. It's getting better. It's going through this big construction. It's still not going to be a full day park, right? Because they still have those adjusted hours for the animals, but it's going to be as full of a day park as it possibly can be. It's still going to be the fourth park probably for most people. Some people would say this is a third, but it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful theme park, and I love Animal Kingdom. The appreciation I've grown to have for it the last 5-6 years is just great. I love it a lot.
Yeah, it's an awesome. It is that rope drop park. You get in, you tackle pretty much. You rope drop it, and you can tackle pretty much almost everything at Animal Kingdom by 1 p.m.
Yeah, and there's some things we skip too. Like, we could make it a longer day, but like, I don't need to see the Finding Nemo puppet show. We will see it because Kylie will like it and stuff like that. But like before, guys, you see it once. That's not a show I'm breaking down the doors, be like, this has got to be a must do. Like, Steve, you got to go see this. Like, again, we can make it a longer day. It's just like, well, if I could choose between park hopping somewhere else to go to like walk around World Showcase or watching the Nemo show, I'm going to go park hop and go to Epcot instead over that. But Tropics of America is going to be a huge addition. Getting the Indiana Jones overlay on the old dinosaur track is going to be great. Getting a brand new Encanto ride, what a freaking movie that is. That's great. Even the carousel like that they're going to build there, it's going to look beautiful. Like, it's going to be like themed like this wood carvings of
true.
It's going to be great. So Tropics of America is really going to add stuff from a big e-ticket. Well, here's the thing. It's not really adding. It's going to be a swap, 1-for-1 e-ticket attraction, because Dinosaurs probably wouldn't be considered e-ticket, but it's a great ride. But it's going to be Indiana Jones is going to be the swap. You're going to have a brand new ride in Encanto, which hopefully bangs, and then a nice family ride in the carousel. I think that's great additions. So hopefully that's some nice food with it, but Animal Kingdom's getting there. But that being said, we're going to make some changes to it today.
Yep, we're making some changes. So what do you want to start off with? Should we start off with our show, or do you want to start off with our eatery?
Let's start off with show. So I think I've been outspoken on, I'm not a big fan of Pandora. Pandora, the World of Avatar, is stunning. It's beautiful. I could give two craps about the property, though. I truly do not care about it at all. I get why people like Flights of Passage. Again, I think that's a crazy wait to ride, or to wait for that specific ride, like waiting over an hour, 2 hours for some people. I think that's crazy. It's like 20 minutes tops for me now. Yeah. But I get why it's beautiful. Navi River Journey, even though it's just a small boat ride, the effects in there are cool. I know some of it's screen based, but it has one of the most beautiful animatronics on property with the that woman, I can't think of her title, whatever she is, the priestess, whatever she is. Yeah. One of the most stunning animatronics when it's on A mode, when it's on B mode, it's just the screen, it stinks. But I can admit it's stunning. If you are an Avatar fan, Pandora is everything you would have dreamed. Like the floating mountains, it is very cool. Yeah. So if I was doing Imagineering, I would add something back there. I would add a show. There used to be a show back in that area way back in the day before it was Pandora. It was called Camp Mini Mickey. And it's where you met Mickey and all his friends in their safari gear. And they also had a cool little Pocahontas show. So I'm going to add a show here. And it's going to be cheating a little bit, Steve. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know a lot about Avatar. So this is going to be like I don't have a good theme for this, but it basically I'm making the show for one reason only. So it's going to be called Pandora, Nature and Balance. I have no idea what the show is going to be about, because from what I know about Avatar, it's about conservation and land, and there's some cool beasts. I don't know what the show is going to be about, but what I care about is the end of the show. There's a show called The Untrainable Dragon at Epic Universe and at Universal Studios Japan, I believe, where at the end of the show you have Hiccup flying on Toothless, literally over the crowd. Like this guy is strapped on like a Toothless, flies over the crowd, looks great. I literally just want this show so you get some guy dressed up as like an avatar or a Navi, whatever they're called, flying on the back of a Banshee over the crowd. That, again, I have no idea what the show's gonna be called. It's just gonna be called Nature and Balance, because that's pretty much the theme of Avatar. I don't think I have to watch a single movie to know that's what it is. Yeah, I want some cool ass puppets because the Navi are like really, really big, like the Avatar are really, really big. So I want some cool puppets, like guys on stilts looking like blue people with cool tails. And at the end, I want one of the Navi flying on the back of a Banshee over the crowd. Again, I know that's not a great Imagineering. We're just spitballing. And then the people that know this property like the back of their hands, you come up with fill in the blanks. But we're ending it with Banshee over the crowd. That's my show. It's going to be called Nature and Balance, which I understand. This is like the beginning. This is the inkling of an idea. I did not full-fledged this out because, again, I don't care about Avatar. Yeah. What if we're staying with this land? Let's add something to it. Let's add a show. And that's what we're going to do.
I would be interested in seeing an Avatar-based show. I also am.
But if you get a Banshee flying over me, I'll be like, that was cool. That was sick.
I also have not. I've seen the Avatar movie once, and I know the last two, the Fire and Ash, and I think Way of Water.
I don't know which order is which. I think it went Way of Water first. Maybe.
Yeah, I think Way of Water was first, and Fire and Ash is second.
Sure.
But yeah, I have not watched any of those just because it was one of those movies. I saw the first one. There wasn't anything about it that made me go like, oh, I would watch this again. And there also wasn't anything about it that made me think I could see this having a sequel. It seemed like a one-off.
Dude, James Cameron wants like 7 of these things.
Yeah, he's writing, and I mean, I guess Disney's kind of like, with the amount of money that it's bringing in, sure, you can have as many as you want as long as those the money bags just keep rolling in. But
it's visually stunning. The movies, like, I've never seen the movie, but like the commercials, they look great.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I don't care about it. I care too much about other properties that I can't, like, my bandwidth for adding another property to be obsessed with. Like, I can't add Avatar. Like, I can't be walking around knowing the Na'vi language. Like, I know Sivako or whatever they say on Flights of Passage. Don't even know what that means. But like, I can't be obsessed with another property. I just can't. I'll be in too much pain if I do. So I don't think I can be a big Avatar fan.
Yeah. I mean, I think what would make this show really cool is like, have it. I could see it being not just nature, but like a trapeze-like show.
Sure.
Because I know they, like, from what I remember from the movie, there is like a lot of like, they do like a lot of like parkour in the jungle, almost like Tarzan-esque.
I was thinking more of putting in nature just because like it's Animal Kingdom and like the whole show of the Pocahontas. I don't remember what the Pocahontas show was back in the day. I can't name Mickey, but they had like real live animals and it was talking about like the forest and protecting the forest. So I was thinking something like that, like protecting the Na'vi, and you bring the animals, and that just goes whole with like the whole mission statement of conservation and animal care, even though we're talking about fake planet, completely fake beasts and animals. But if it's going to be in there, I think it'd be kind of a cool show. Again, I don't really care what the show's about. I just want the wow moment of, I'm saying this again, Banshee over the crowd. I'd be like, sick, nailed that one. All right, let's go get a street cord from the Africa Pavilion, or whatever they call Africa Land.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
We'll call it Avatar, the show where the Banshee flies over you. That's it. That's the show.
That's all you get.
Yeah. What about you? What do you got for a show?
All right. So my show, for starters, one show that I'd be willing to get rid of, that this show is going to replace, is the Finding Nemo, the Big Blue and Beyond show.
Yeah.
Kick them all out. Goodbye. That's where the show is going. This is going to be Baloo's Jungle Jam.
Okay.
I want. So essentially, this is going to be a show where the audience can sit for a musical show where Baloo tells everybody just like how he was doing with Mowgli, the goods and the bads about living in the jungle as a man cub. And then I would want the show to include, obviously, musical numbers from the Jungle Book. So I would want a King Louie, and in some way, shape, or form, whether it's puppets, something like that, I want Ka the Python to sing "Trust in Me."
Real quick, I'll determine if I like this or not based off your answer. Animation or live action?
Animation or live action?
Like what Baloo are we talking about? The like classic animated, or the one where like Bill Murray was Baloo?
I'm gonna go live action. I want the mascot. I want the mascot there doing all of that because I don't want a ton of screens. I'm looking at something. No,
I'm not saying screen. I'm sorry. I'm not saying screens. Like there are two Jungle Book movies. There's the old school animated one.
Oh, are you asking which one I like?
No. So like Baloo in the show, does he look like the animated one or the one from the live action?
Oh, he would look like
I'm not talking about screen.
The mascot of the animated one.
That's what I'm asking. That's what you want.
Yes.
Sick. Great. We're on the same page now. Because there's like a King Louie meet and greet, or there used to be. King Louie looks different in the movie, the live action movie, and in the cartoon.
Yes.
The meet and greet is the cartoon version. I'm not saying
I want the cartoon versions.
I want all the mascots to look like the cartoon versions. We're on the same page.
Yes.
I like the show. That's great. Continue. Please.
Yeah. I thought you were saying like, I thought you were saying like, do you want like a screen that everyone's looking at? I was no. I want people.
Correct. But we want them looking like the animation.
Yes. So I want the mascots of King Louie and Baloo singing their songs, want to be like you, etc., and then some type of puppet. And I think it would be really cool, especially for Ka the Python, if it was something like, let's say it gets a little darker, and with the lighting, you have almost like that Chinese dragon effect of it, almost like slithering through, whether slithering through the crowd or on stage.
Kind of like Fantasmic, but you have no idea what the hell that means when I say that.
Yeah, no, I have no clue. But
Okay, now,
but that's what I want.
What if you put them on roller skates? Do you know about Tarzan Rocks? Have I talked about Tarzan Rocks?
We have, and that's what we came up with the Tarzan Chippendale show.
You came up with that one. If you combined the zaniness of Tarzan Rocks with the roller skates with this, I'm so in. Even without the roller skates, I'm in. I like the idea of Jungle Book. There was a failed nighttime show on the rivers, or not the river, the whatever that area called, the amphitheater next to Expedition Everest. It was based off the live action Jungle Book. It was very okay. I forget what it was called, but like I remember this thing broke down all the time. They tried opening it 50 million times and they keep shutting down because the floats didn't work. So getting a little more Jungle Book representation, I don't think that's a bad thing in a park called Animal Kingdom. I like that.
Yeah, give me more animals.
What do you want to do with next? Do you want dining or do you want ride?
Let's do dining. I like saving the rides for the end.
All right. So I've got a restaurant idea. I'm pulling up the pronunciation that I have for it because I tried looking this up. If I'm butchering this, I apologize, but it's going to be a restaurant that's called Makweo. Makweo, I believe is how you pronounce it. Makweo Cafe, and that means, and again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the language, but that means sunset in Swahili. Okay, so Makweo Cafe is going to be the second most exclusive dining establishment on Disney property, besides Club 33. This is going to offer, you can only get one reservation. It depending on the sunset time, depending on the day of the year. So if like sunset's at like 8 o'clock, dinner will start at 6:37. That's the only reservation. Once all the seats are filled, that is it. You pay for it. It's an advance, kind of like Hoopy Doo Review, where you buy your ticket in advance of like, I'm going to a 6:30 show, I'm going to an 8 o'clock show. This isn't a show though. One time thing, you're going to get on the back of a tricked out Kilimanjaro Safari vehicle, and the restaurant is going to be built in the Kilimanjaro Safari Pavilion because the animals are most active in the morning and at sunset before the sun goes down. So it's going to be a dining experience where they bring you out into the savannah, into this restaurant that's going to have 360 windows around it. And if anybody knows the Garden Grill restaurant at Epcot, you sit in like your booth or whatever, and it spins in a circle, basically very, very slow circle. But you're going to sit in your table. It's going to be family style meal of different, like we'll do mostly like African inspired cuisine, kind of like what they would have at Boma's or Jico or something like that at Animal Kingdom Lodge. And it's a way for you to have a meal on the safari while the animals are hopefully active, and hopefully they can figure out a way where the animals can pass by you and stuff. But you're going to be dining with the animals. So the idea comes off of this really shitty meal I had the one time I went to SeaWorld called Dinner with Shamu, where we had dinner quote unquote with Shamu. It wasn't even Shamu. It was a different freaking killer whale. But it was kind of cool to be like, oh, there's a whale right there and we're eating right next to it. This would be the cool stuff of the Kilimanjaro Safari, which is one of my favorite rides on Disney property because it's stunning that you're going on this cool safari. Yeah. Hopefully at a time where the animals are pretty active, and hopefully they entice the animals to be active by putting some feeding zones there. It would just be so cool to be eating some meals while a giraffe or an elephant just walks right by your like thing. You're in a fully glass thing. And but like I said, it's fully spinning around. So you're slowly seeing the different parts of the savannah. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that.
But that's the thing, it can only be offered once a day because I don't want animals like getting freaked out by the car going back and forth so many times. So it's like the two whatever things go in, two come out at the same time. Everybody gets seated at the same time. Everybody leaves at the same time, and that's it. It's the only meal served that day.
Very exclusive situation. Correct. Oh man, I don't know how I would feel about just like sitting in the middle of the reserve.
Well, you're safe. Like they're gonna have barriers. Like if you can go on the Kilimanjaro Safari, it's gonna be like the same kind of safety precautions.
Well,
hopefully you're seeing as like a zebra walk by you. Like that's cool.
I was saying, I mean, like the same type of safety precautions. There's really nothing between you and the rhinos.
There are plenty. There have never been more protections against you and the rhinos. The rhinos have 0.0 chance getting to you. I promise you. If you watch like the behind the scenes Disney Animal Kingdom stuff, that you are not even gonna touch. The closest thing that will come to you is a giraffe. But also, like I said, you're in fully enclosed glass. Like There'll
Yeah,
be a moat in between. There'll be a moat that you can't even see in between you. You're good. Safety wise, I promise you're going to be fine.
that would definitely be interesting.
You don't think that'd be beautiful to have like a meal while there's a freaking giraffe?
Oh, I think it would be a beautiful, beautiful sight. I just don't know how I would feel about being in the middle of everything
Sure.
while eating.
So the giraffes aren't going to get mad. You're not eating giraffe, you know? They're not going to get mad at you. It's like that's why I do think, like, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast. I do think the idea of coral reef is very effed up. Like, you're eating fish next to it. It's like Lilo and Stitch was like, all they had was tuna. I can't. Do you know what tuna is? It's fish. I can't feed Pudge tuna. It's an abomination. I think it's crazy that we allow people to eat fish next to fish. We're not eating the animals that are being served in the savannah on this thing. Yeah, there might be a steak, but as long as there's not a cow watching me eat the steak, I'm fine with it. My hands are clean. Fair or unfair?
Yeah, no, that is fair. I guess for me, I'm just a little unsettled by it, but that is fair.
Yeah. So that's what it is. So again, I do, like, I'm not trying to be funny. I deeply apologize if I'm getting it wrong. I tried listening to on Google Translate a couple times. I think it's pronounced Machweo. Machweo. Again, meaning sunset. And the whole point would be it's a meal at sunset. And it's in the Kilimanjaro safaris. There's going to be exclusive merchandise to show, like, kind of like elite status. Like, hell yeah, I got a reservation to Machweo. Like, take that. Like, that was sick. But that's what my dining would be.
Ooh, insane.
It needs, because, like, the thing, they don't have a lot of like sit down dining there. They have Yak and Yeti, and they have Rainforest Cafe. That's it. I think that's the only sit down. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, no, there's like Tusker House. There's actually a couple, but like this would be like a really good dinner time one because the park closes early. Maybe you get special safari ride afterwards, kind of thing. Like maybe you're going there, you're going to dinner. After dinner,
Yep.
you eat your zebra domes that aren't made out of real zebra. You go nighttime safari again to add plus the experience, and then they drop you back off and you go on your way and leave Animal Kingdom for the night. Sick name though,
Yeah.
Machweo. That's a pretty good name. That's a pretty sick name.
Very good name. Beautiful concept.
What's your dining? You hate this idea. You're afraid the rhino's gonna get you, buddy.
I am. I'm a little afraid something's gonna come tapping on the glass.
Listen, you'll get the point in the end. Get it? Get it? Joke from Jungle Cruise? Good for me. All right, go with your stupid thing. Just kidding.
All right, so mine is not anywhere close to being as ambitious as yours. I went with something that I wish there was more of around Disney, because the only place that seems to have one is Epcot. But I want an ice cream shop, like real ice cream. So I'm putting this next to Expedition Everest. Now I know that there is like a little like ice cream truck, but it's piss poor. There's like, all right, you can get your Mickey and you can get a little crappy sundae. Like, no. I want like actual ice cream. So I'm calling this the Abominable Scoop. And it's going to have a full 10 flavor ice cream. It's going to be a full 10 flavor ice cream shop.
Okay.
That also serves snow cones and soft serve. And I looked this up because I wanted something special to the area. So in Tibet and in the area where Expedition Everest is supposed to take place, in Tibet, they have yak milk ice cream.
Okay.
That many say is very creamy and it has a very rich flavor. And so I thought if anywhere would do something like that, Disney would definitely want to put something like that on the menu.
Yeah.
For anybody that would want to try it.
Yeah. I tried the little scoop. I'll try the little spoon that you get, the free sample. I'll try one of those to see if I like it before I try it.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Cool.
Like
I like the idea of like a area, not themes, but like
more authentic,
area accurate flavor. That's kind of interesting. I like that.
Yeah, and a more authentic flavor that's there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Instead of just having like the Indian, because as of right now, it's like they have the Tibetan bus that just serves you Mickey ice creams
Mm-hmm.
and like the regular little sundaes that they give you, like, and not like a kitchen sink, but like, you know, your basic 2 scoops,
Mm-hmm.
you know, tablespoon of hot fudge and some whipped cream. It's like, no, give me, and part of the reason why I really want this, like I said, there's not a lot of places outside of Disney Springs that has, in my opinion, real ice cream. I'm not a big soft serve person.
Mm.
I like, I guess, hard ice cream. I want my mint chip. I want, like, give me those awesome flavors. I love that they have the gelato and whatnot in Epcot. I think it would be really cool to have the yak milk ice cream, like whether it's like yak milk, you know, I don't know, like a chocolate and then like something special that is huge in Tibet. Have that there. I think people would literally eat it up, love every bit of it. And it just adds a little bit more to that section because, like, I know that they're building the new section, but right now when you look at the map, it's Expedition Everest, and then there's like nothing.
That's not a bad idea. I like what you did with that. Was like, I feel like every time we've done this, it's been like restaurants or quick service kind of thing. So I like the idea of like basically essentially a snack stand, but like more in depth, obviously, because this would be not 3 flavors of soft serve, not a Mickey bar, like a full on little operational ice cream shop. I like that at the base of the mountain. Like, that's a cool idea, especially when you're bringing the authentic cuisine to it. Like, you can have like your like mint chocolate chip, your chocolate, but having that yak milk like based one, or if there's 1 or 2 other flavors out of the 10, I think that's a great idea, Stevie. I like that a lot.
And you would only be able to get it there. You would have to get that one stand to get the, you know, whatever it might be, yak milk, French vanilla or something.
It'll be the next best Animal Kingdom viral food sensation since the animal poop candy. Do you know what that is?
I think I heard about that.
I remember I was so excited to try that animal poop candy, and Disney, I think it lasted like a month, if that. And like a week before I went, they were like, yeah, no, we're getting too much backlash. They weren't getting backlash. People loved it. They thought it was so funny. Yeah, I wish I got to try that animal poop candy, but whatever. I like this idea. That ice cream shop is cool. All right, ride time. Do you want me to go first?
Yep. What's your ride?
So here's the thing. So my ride and my show cannot coexist. Okay. They just cannot. Ooh. My ride involves me getting rid of Pandora completely. Okay. So the reason for this is we have an Africa land, we have Asia, we're getting the tropics of America. I want Pandora to turn into a North America kind of section. That way we have all the continents basically covered. We got Africa, we got Asia, we got South America. So I want North America, where we talk about like North American animals, like a freaking bald eagle would be cool. But that's not the whole point. There would be a ride there. Basically, we're just going to overlay the, because here's the thing, they spent a lot of money on Pandora. It's never going away. But if it was, we got to repurpose the rides, right? Like, so maybe Flight of Passage, you're riding on an eagle instead of a banshee. But instead of Navi River Journey, we're going to do a ride calling it Pocahontas River Adventure, or River Journey, excuse me. I'm sorry. And basically the whole point of the ride is going to be like, you have to find Miko, the raccoon. Yep. But on your way, you're going to see different animals. We're going to see some cool things. So it's going to be an overlay of that ride, basically, because again, we're switching it to North America. Kind of paying tribute to the fact that, like, back in the day, like I said, that used to be Camp Mini Mickey, and there was a Pocahontas show in there. That's where also Festival Lion King used to be. So we're going to bring Pocahontas there because she's North America, North America, and it's going to be a small little boat river journey going through trying to find Miko, basically, where you see different American animal animatronics. Maybe there's some screens. It's not the best ride in the world, but it's a way for me to have a ride that incorporates North America a little bit and a Disney character IP, because Disney loves IPs now. Incorporate Pocahontas in the parks, because we don't have any Pocahontas representation anymore besides meet and greets with her. There's nothing else. So this way Pocahontas gets a ride. I did think about completely overriding it to have like a flume ride. But you already kind of have a flume ride already at Animal Kingdom with not Kilimanjaro Safari, sorry, Kali River Rapids, which almost never, I'd never go there. You get too wet on that ride. So I was thinking, like,
going on it once or twice.
I'm not going to do that. We already have 2 really big extreme rides between Everest, Kali River Rapids, and the Indiana Jones ride is definitely going to have a height restriction, just like Dinosaur did. So I wanted more of a family-friendly ride that kids could go on. So this is going to be Pocahontas River what I call it, Pocahontas River Journey. And basically, like I said, you're just gonna go on a small boat ride, and at the end you find Miko, and maybe there's some cool like Grandma Willow animatronic. I don't know. It's not gonna be like Pocahontas is a very controversial movie, I think, at least. But there are parts
these days.
And this is gonna be one of them. So that's my ride, Pocahontas River Journey. The search for Miko.
All right. The search for Miko.
This is basically a way for me to get boot Pandora off the face of the planet, basically. And then also, like, I do think it's cool that, like, the fact that there would be, I know we live in North America, but like a continent, a land for each continent, I think is what's missing. Like the fact that we now have South American representation, because we didn't have that anywhere. Like even freaking Epcot doesn't have a South American country, even though like Brazil or Argentina absolutely should be a pavilion one day at Epcot, but it's not. Whatever. Hopefully one day. But this way, there's South America representation coming in, and now, like I said, just who cares about Pandora? Like, who gives a crap about Avatar? It looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, but we're gonna have a small little North America section, and we're gonna add Pocahontas River Journey in there. So Disney Imagineering, there's a free one for you. All that money you wasted creating floating mountains, see you later, Tony Baxter. Sorry, buddy. No, I'm kidding. Right. Pandora's beautiful, but this is my little ride I'm gonna do.
I like the concepts for both of the rides. I think the only thing I'm not a huge fan of is that it's America.
Sure, but you get why. Like, if we didn't have South America, I would say no, we can't do this. But the fact that we have every other region, I think it makes sense to have the North America.
I think it would make better sense to have Australia.
Great point. Do you have anything in Australia?
There's nothing Australian throughout Disney at all.
Nemo's the closest.
Nemo and again,
Nemo lives in Australia.
For Flight of Passage, instead of Banshees, Rescuers Down Under.
Okay, I guess we do have to Australia. That CD, that is actually a great point. That is the only content we don't have, actually.
There's nothing for, because I think I brought that up when we were talking about when we did our Imagineering for Epcot. Is Australia gets nothing, and there's so much for Australia. But I like the ideas for the rides and the full concept and run through of the rides. My only thing is, I don't want more America. I want another place. I think that's really what it is.
Then do you agree North America's got to come too, and just have all the regions? Whatever. I did forget about Australia. My bad, Australians. For all the Australian listeners out there, which are I'm sure plentiful. If we had Australia, if we had every continent besides North America, you agree that's got to be in there? Like, that would be cool to have every continent representative. Just get the Banshees out.
I guess so, but I think really what it is I'm just like, it's because I'm from America. Like,
sure,
I don't think anybody wants to. I don't think there's a lot of people lining up to see the North American Raken.
Probably not. But there's some concepts you can do with that at least.
Yeah, because I think that's the weird thing. It's like, you have these. I'm just thinking about what America has, and it's just like, for us, it's basic. Like, oh, what do we have in the bird cages? Oh, these are seagulls. They're everywhere.
No, but we have some cool animals. Here's the thing too, like you could make it where it's North America, so maybe like a third of it is like the Canadian wilderness, and then a third is like the Great Plains with buffaloes and stuff like that. And then the other third is like Mexico and like the jungles of Mexico or something like that. So I think there's ways to do it for sure. Where it's not, I'm like, when I say North America, I'm not, that was my whole point, is I'm not saying America. Granted, Pocahontas would be an American part, but you can like Asia is a combination of like different. Same with Africa too. It's one continent. They have it's primarily like Swahili is like the coded language that's around the African pavilion.
Yeah,
but there's they bring some parts into it. You know what I mean? So like that's how I'm seeing the North America, this fake North America. I'm gonna call it pavilion. That's not the right word for it. Land is not sounds weird too. But like this ride would be America, United States based kind of thing. But you could easily bring in like how about a Brother Bear attraction there? That'd actually be kind of
that sick. Would actually be pretty.
That would be
I
freaking love Brother Bear. That's a fantastic.
That would be nice.
But anyway, you could have half of it or a third of it being Canada, a third being kind of like the World Cup, a third being the United States, a third being Mexico, and incorporate and just be like, there's North America. But like I said, like America does have like the Great Plains, especially if you look back, like with buffaloes and bisons and like that kind of animal stuff, I think you could like do. And I think that idea came from like me going to the National Zoo in DC. They have a whole like American section, and that's what it is, right? It's like the bald eagle. They had like otters, and it's not the most sexy animals in the world, that kind of thing. Like lions and giraffes and elephants in Africa are top this way, way more. But if you have Australia obviously in the mix, and you had Australia and you incorporate North America, I think it'd be kind of interesting. And this is my way of getting Pocahontas in the parks as well. But Stevie, what's your ride?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. All right, so my ride, just because I think, is it Disney Shanghai that has it? I want Zootopia. I want
sure. Well, yeah, that's the bread and butter, of course.
I want a flat out Zootopia, and I want them to put it right next to where Pandora is. So essentially, my ride, it's called Zootopia's ZPD Pursuit. So the entrance of the ride essentially brings you into a train station. Now, when I thought about how I wanted to get you to downtown Zootopia, I thought about Rise of the Resistance and how they have that like turn. So for this, you essentially the standby queue and everything like that is you going into a train station. You get on a train that goes through the different biomes in Zootopia. So you have Tundra Town, you have Sahara Square, and the Rainforest District until you get to Savannah Central, which is like the main area of Zootopia where most of the movies tend to take place. You exit into the ZPD police department where your ride essentially starts. Judy and Nick are telling you about the great things that the ZPD does for Zootopia. When Judy gets radioed that the sheep, who was the bad guy from the first one, Bellwether, that she's escaped. If you've seen Zootopia 2, then you have an idea that she's gotten out. So with all the police cruisers taken, you end up catching a ride with Flash. And so this would end up being, like I said, like a Rise of the Resistance style to like the Remy ride style, where you're racing through downtown Zootopia, where you finally catch Dawn after she crashes her car. And that would be, so essentially, like, I want a Zootopia space. I don't want it to be any bigger than like what the like Dinoland USA space was, like just something small, like a walk-in type of place, but it's really just one big introduction to this ride.
I love it. I think Zootopia is the obvious choice to the next expansion to Animal Kingdom. I will say, hot take, I actually wouldn't want an Animal Kingdom. I'd actually want that. I would want that in Hollywood Studios. I basically want Hollywood Studios to turn into Epic Universe with different themed lands. We already have Galaxy. I think I've said this on an episode. We already have Galaxy's Edge. We have Toy Story Land. Yeah, I would more prefer a Zootopia Land to go into Hollywood Studios. The other reason for that too is I think whatever they're gonna do is gonna be baller and it's gonna have some cool nighttime effects. And Animal Kingdom just closes too early for me for it to go there. True. But I agree. I would love Zootopia in a perfect. Ideally, I wouldn't want Pocahontas. I'd want a freaking Zootopia Land something. I just didn't go that because that was too chalk for me personally. But I agree. Like I'm all in. Like your idea should absolutely win because I want that in the worst way. Like I said, for me personally, I'd put that in Hollywood Studios because I basically want Hollywood Studios to become like the new adventure world at Disneyland Paris, the same thing as Epic Universe at Universal Studios. I want just that one to be straight up themed lands. And I want a full on, I don't want just a Zootopia ride. I want a full on Zootopia land that you can walk around, explore with animatronics and the popsicle stand, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
That'd actually be kind of a fun episode we should do. Like an imaginary episode where you do like our top 5 lands we want created for like if we were to create Disney Adventure World. Put a pin in that. When we get back from Disney, we might do that as an episode.
True.
Of like what theme, because that's the other thing too. Hollywood Studios is getting freaking. If they're not getting just a ride for Monsters Inc., they're getting a whole Monstropolis. It's basically Disney Adventure World. I do see a world in the next 10 years where Hollywood Studios is getting renamed. I absolutely see that happening. But yeah, no, it's great. Zootopia, hell yeah, give it to me. I love that. I freaking love Zootopia. I still haven't seen Zootopia 2. My promise to everybody is I will see it by the time we go to Disney World. I absolutely will. It's on my list.
It's good.
Yeah, this was fun. I love Animal Kingdom. Like the more I've grown up and the older I've got, I've just learned. Like I think I was one of those weird kids where like Epcot was always an adult park. But as a kid, I freaking loved Epcot. I love the kids' costumes. Even though I couldn't eat or drink, or I could eat obviously, but I couldn't drink. Like I freaking loved how weird Epcot was. I didn't really appreciate Animal Kingdom, and so I feel like I'm the reverse. Like as a kid, like I know like a lot of my friends when we were kids loved Animal Kingdom because they loved all that stuff.
Yep.
As an adult, I'm learning to appreciate Animal Kingdom more because it's not just seeing the animals, it's the stories of conservation. And that's really big for me. Obviously, it's like just I want the world to keep going for my kids, my kids' kids, all that stuff going forward and forward and forward. Yeah. So I love it. And I do truly think like the more like I've always been into like Imagineering and like theming and stuff like that. That's why I love Disney a lot. Like I've grown so much more appreciation. I do believe Animal Kingdom is the most beautiful, most detailed theme park in all of Disney World for sure. Like hands down, I don't think you could Galaxy's Edge is very detailed on its own and Toy Story Land has good details, but like as a whole freaking park, Animal Kingdom takes it. How beautiful the details.
I was gonna say the Tree of Life. Nothing else at Disney has the has the detail that the Tree of Life has alone.
Tree of Life, low key, might be the greatest park icon or weenie in any theme park. Like it might be. Like, yeah, the castle in Spaceship Earth are A1 with the bullet classic. But as far as like details are concerned, yeah, there are some beautiful details on Castle. Don't get me wrong, but like there are so many freaking animals, and the best thing is you can't even see them all looking. It's like when you go in through the line through not Tough to Be a Bug anymore. What's it called? Zootopia, do better together, whatever that Zootopia thing is.
Better together.
You get to see the detail up. You're touching these carvings of these animals on the fake tree because it's stunning. Like on the surface as a weenie, it's great, but it's even more of a weenie because you can actually go through the little intricacies of the Tree of Life. I actually think that's a fair statement. I think the Tree of Life is the most stunning, beautiful weenie out of the four.
I think I would have to agree. Hollywood Studios
isn't even a weenie. Their symbol is the Tower of Terror, which is up and to the right. It's hidden in the back, basically. Like you can only really see it on Sunset Boulevard. It's not really a weenie. Like the weenie, quote unquote, really should be the Chinese theater, which I don't think they can use because of probably copyright reasons. But that's like.
But also the Sorcerer's Hat. I saw what they're putting up for the Sorcerer's Hat. That thing looks piss poor. I am not happy with.
I like that because that's exactly how the one at the studios looks like. The old hat was great. Don't get me wrong, but the reason the hat looks like it does is because it's the same one from the Walt Disney Studios. So that's why I like it.
I like the one that like the giant one that was like a little tilted or anything. This one looks like an upside down.
That's my favorite one. That's not the most beautiful. It's god ugly. Makes no sense why it was there in Hollywood Studios, but that's why I freaking loved it. I loved it. And again, I think if you do it like some sort of adventure world, I think you can bring the hat back and be like, that hat's magical. That hat opened up the magic, and there's different portals now because of the Sorcerer's Hat. I think that'd be great. You could bring that back. Again, that's still not the most beautiful weenie. It was my favorite weenie. Like I want it tattooed on me in the worst way. Like I'm wearing this sweatshirt right now with the different icons. And I love Tower of Terror, don't get me wrong. But I hate that that's the symbol of Hollywood Studios because like it's one ride in the theme park. Yeah. It's not the Tree of Life. It's not Spaceship Earth. That's just iconic. The castle is obviously the castle. It's freaking Cinderella Castle, for God's sake. Yeah. Give me a good weenie. But whatever. Anyway, Animal Kingdom might be the most beautiful because of how intricate and detailed and because of how close up you can get to it. Like, obviously, you can walk under Cinderella Castle. Obviously, you can walk right up into underneath Spaceship Earth. Hell, you can go into Spaceship Earth. But once you're in Spaceship Earth, it's a ride, right? You're not detail of the golf ball, for lack of a better word. You're not seeing that inside. You know what I mean? Whereas the Animal Kingdom Tree of Life, all those animal carvings are within that queue going into Better Together, whatever that Zootopia ride is called or show is called. Can't wait to see that, by the way. Excited to see that. I don't know how Kylie's going to do there, but I'm excited for it.
I'm pumped for all of it. Absolutely pumped for all of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Disney Imagineering. I'm ready to quit my job right now and come with you guys.
Yeah, give us a call.
I have no engineering skills. I'm just an idea guy. Let me sit there with my bag of Cheetos, my Mickey ears on, and I'll tell you what I want, basically. You guys do that.
We can negotiate. All I need to make sure is that every meal, and I mean every meal, needs to come with a churro.
There you go. That's fair.
But all right, I think that's it for Dadventures Imagineering. We've finished a lap around the whole property. Well,
next up, Blizzard Beach. Just kidding, we're not.
Yeah, I was saying, it's like, oh god, no Typhoon Lagoon, no Blizzard Beach. But so we'll have to start planning again to do our loop all over again.
I don't hate that idea, but yeah, this has been fun, Stevie.
Yes, it has been fun.
We're so close to Disney. Oh my god, I feel bad for everyone that's not in Disney right now. That sucks.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to Disney. But let's go ahead. Let's sign off. So for everybody listening in, for everyone that shares, that likes, that follows, have a wonderful day, a lovely weekend, and as always, keep it magical.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Dadventures Around the Kingdom. You can listen to the pod on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. You can also find us on our Instagram at Dadventures Around the Kingdom. If you have any ideas for future episode topics you'd like to hear, be sure to DM us on Instagram or email us at datkpod@gmail.com. Again, that's datkpod@gmail.com. If you want to follow our host Stevie on Instagram, you can do that at StevieJenko. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can also do that by following at Magical Vacays by Cam. That's my travel agency page if you're interested in booking Walt Disney World or Disneyland vacation at no additional cost to you. Feel free to DM me on there so we can definitely talk and I can get you a free, no obligation quote. Again, thanks for listening to Dadventures Around the Kingdom. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.